If you're struggling with the state of the world and the country lately, watch this video. I'm going to talk to you about the one most important thing you can do. So I struggled with whether or not to do this video because, after all, what do politics have to do with mental health? The more I thought about it, the more I realized, no, this is an incredibly important thing to share. And yes, it is, even in this context, in the context of mental health and wellness, psychological well-being. The personal is political, right? You remember that from your women's studies course? It's important. And I went searching for some studies to back up what I'm saying here, because I don't want it to just be my opinion. And I found some interesting information. And it looks like, in fact, there really is an important link between politics and mental health. And in particular, I found out that voting is good for your mental health. So I'm going to share this article with you so you can see it's not just me making this stuff up. This came from Medical News Today. And the question is, how could voting benefit mental health? So Dr. Maria Kohut, she scoured the journals, and she found a couple of really great studies that show voting can do a few different things for your mental health. So first of all, it's a resource that it alleviates distress. And what she says is the participants who were involved in this particular study that she quotes up here seem to benefit the most from political participation if they were more prone to psychological distress. So in other words, if you're already suffering from psychological distress, then being politically active or voting is a way to offset some of those negative mental health consequences you're experiencing. She finds a few more studies, this one suggesting that political activism is linked to happiness. So based on these data, she says the researchers concluded that political activism is associated with different forms of happiness and well-being. And the word subjective there, she's talking about self-reports. So I'm reporting that I am happier after I've engaged in political activism. That's what that's saying. And there's more. She keeps going. It's a shield from discriminative stressors. So people who experience microaggressions, people who experience discrimination, like Black people, people of color. I don't think she goes into how this impacts queer and trans folks, but she's saying here that voting and being politically active can be a shield from those microaggressions that folks experience. So I'm curious what you think of this. How could voting benefit your mental health? And I hope you're going to get out there on November 3rd and vote, if not earlier. And I wanted to share something else that's kind of cool. I actually received my election ballot yesterday. And so I am going to vote today. And I know there's a lot of confusion about whether we should vote early or if we should vote in person. That's your choice, of course, whatever you decide to do. As long as you do it, get out there and vote. It'll be good for your mental health. It'll be good for the country. Before I sign off to fill out my ballot, I want to just share one more resource with you. So this one is about voting in Pennsylvania. So if you're not in PA, sorry, but go ahead and look up the same information for your state. In Pennsylvania, there's a couple of really important things we have to keep in mind if we're voting early. So read the instructions carefully, complete the front and the back of each page. Seal that ballot in the inner secrecy envelope. Here's mine. And you can see it's completely blank. You're not supposed to sign it, not supposed to do anything to the secrecy envelope, just seal it. Put the secrecy envelope in your bigger mailing envelope, and you have to sign this one, because if it's not signed and dated, that declaration on the back is really important. If you don't do that, it won't be counted. And then, return the ballot. So easy peasy, right? And then you can feel so damn good about how you're helping your community and your country and your own mental health. Get out there and vote, please, and have a wonderful day.